Hi, this is Miss Witt, the junior high librarian. I'm going to be showing you some resources for books that you can read. So this is a school website. You get to it by going to ogdenprep.org, and you'll want to click on students and parents or hover over students and parents and then go to junior high library. Once there, you want to scroll down a little bit. I've put everything pertinent right at the front page there. So we have the 7th grade, 8th grade, 9th grade, podcast resources. If you don't know what a podcast is, it's basically like a 30 to 40 minute radio episode. Some are fiction, some are nonfiction. There's the 7th and to 9th grade Spanish resources. There's also a link to Spanish books. And I also put together some links for webcomics for those of you who like graphic novels and comics. So I'll show you around so you can see. The 7th, 8th, and 9th grade, pretty much the same setup for each one. They just have different titles in them. So I'll click on the 7th grade one to show you. At the beginning, there's some language arts games if you wanted to play some games. If you click on the book, it'll take you to the link to the book. The first set of books there are books from Project Gutenberg, which is free books. They're in the public domain. So if you are interested in reading one, you can just click on it and it will take you to the book. There's different formats you can read. If you have a Kindle, you can read it on Kindle, but you can just read the book online if you click on read this book online. And you can scroll through and read the book. You can also skip ahead if you click on the chapters. So close out of that. So I've just picked a few different titles. You can also look at the other grades if you want to read something at higher grade level. If you want to look for more, you can click on Project Gutenberg, and that takes you to their main page, and they have over 60,000 free books. So if you're looking for something specific, you can either search in the search engine, or you can also see what a lot of people have downloaded. Bookshelves shows you different categories. Let's say I'm looking for classics. I'll click on classics, and it will give me some different options that I can sort through. Let's say I want to read something that's a mystery. I can type that in there and look and see what pops up. And it will give me a bunch of different options. I like Agatha Christie. I can click on that and read her book. So let me do another search just to give an example. Let's do fairy tales. And you can see there are many, many books with fairy tales in them. So you can click on whatever you're interested in. I like the Arabian Nights. I can read these. You can also download them as well if you want to download these books. So that's Project Gutenberg. And the next section is audiobooks. So these are free audiobooks from Audible. And there's also another resource called LibriVox, and I'll show you that one. So if you click on the cover, I just selected a few, but there's many others available. It will take you to the audiobook. Takes a minute. So you can start listening here. Gives you a little bit of synopsis so you can see what it's about, a little bit of reviews if you want to do it. If you go back over here and click on this little thing, it will take you to the menu. And you can see there's a bunch of other categories too. So there's Harry Potter, little listeners, elementary, tween, teenager, timeless listens, there's classic books, folk and fairy tales. There's some Spanish books as well. And if you want to try other languages, they also have French, Dutch, or not Dutch, that's German, Portuguese, Italian, Netherlands, and I'm not sure which language that is, but anyways, so you can click on any of those. If you check the tweens, that is going to be like middle school type stuff. And then the teen is going to be more like high school YA level stuff if you're looking for a little bit harder reads. So those are there. And I also put the categories over here as well. The other resource for audiobooks is LibriVox. And these are books that just regular people decided they wanted to read out loud and make them available. So they're free, and you can click on the catalog. You can search by author title, or if there's like a person whose voice you happen to like and you know their name, you can search by the reader. Click on the genre. You can look at different genres and see what you're interested in that you want to read. I like drama, so I'm going to click on dramatic readings. And here's a dramatic reading of Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. So you can download it or you can just click on it and it will take you to it and you can start listening to those. I've put a few read alouds on each page as well. And then there's also some Spanish books. So these take you to the Audible page. You can listen in Latin Spanish accent or also a Castellano accent, which is the accent in Spain. And there's more resources here, Spanish books and Spanish 7th to 9th grade. Okay, so let me go back to that. The 8th grade one basically set up exactly the same. The only difference is that there are different titles that I've chosen that are more at the 8th grade level. But basically the same setup. Same thing with 9th grade. Same format, a little bit harder books to read, but you can look through those. And then podcasts, resources, like I said, a podcast is like a radio episode. There's fiction and nonfiction ones. The way I have this page organized is the little kid ones are at the top, and then as you scroll down, they get higher in grade level. So the stuff at the bottom is for middle school and high school. So you can look through those if you're interested in listening to podcasts. I also have 7th and 9th grade Spanish resources. If you are wanting to practice your Spanish, you can look through that page. There's information on the different countries, and then there's Spanish audiobooks, books, magazines, newspapers, nursery rhymes, and videos. The videos is basically YouTube channels that teach you Spanish. So, and then the last one, or no, not the last one, Spanish books is resources for books in Spanish. So you can look through those. Again, Project Gutenberg has a lot of books. There's myths, some folklore stories. And then I also included some indigenous languages in there as well, some Mayan stories. And 68 Voces is like animated series with 68 different indigenous languages from Mexico with videos about that. And the last one is web comics, and these are, I guess I have the wrong link on there. I'll have to fix that. So once I fix that, that will be graphic novels that you can look at. I'll show you that in another video then, since I need to fix the link. So those are the resources. And if you have any questions, you can always email me, and I can answer any questions that you have.